Hi, my name is Thomas Kim. In this session, we will learn how to use STD map in more advanced way to use STD map. This technique is actually very important to implement our scripting language. So please download source code by clicking this link. When download is complete, then from your download folder, unzip the solution, then copy the solution to your working folder. Like this, copy and paste it to your working folder. You can paste it here like this. Then open it in your Solution Explorer. Now we add another project, new project, console application, O4 map 2. Console application, finish. Now select O4, right click, set as startup. Then from our previous session, we copy some header file, include files to our current project. Like this, I copied. Now I close it. I close all but this. Save. Now this session we will learn more advanced technique for map container. So now we create demo, map demo 5, map demo 5. Now in here, now we are creating map. Instead of string, std string like this, we will change it to character string, constant character string. You may wonder why we are using character pointer as key. If we are going to use character pointer, there are lots of benefits, lots of advantages when we use pointer as our key to our map. Using pointer to key of the map container, we have lots of benefits that we cannot enjoy when using non-pointer keys. Okay, so but there is one problem here. I will explain what's the problem when we use pointers as key to map. I will explain what are the issues and pitfalls when we use pointers as key to the map, and how to avoid or prevent such problems. Okay, so this is very important for our scripting language development. Since we declared ins, var ins, key is the character pointer, we are how can I say, we are tempted to assign like this, at least 10 ins, then Betty 20 INTS ins Alice VAR ins Perry. Now let's std cout s std and there. Okay, now let's try this program, this function map demo 5, Control F5. Okay, 30. Let's see. 10 plus 20 is 30. It seems working, but it's not. It's actually not working, okay? Now let's try why it's not working. INTT, ICP, ins. Now I say constant character pointer A Alice, okay, constant character pointer V Perry, okay. So it is supposed to be working. It is supposed to be working, but it's not working actually. Now let's run it. It's working. Yeah, it's working. It seems working. Well, it's not actually. Now let's try like this. Now let's run it. Now it's not working. Why it's not working? Fees should be 30. Fees should be 30. But when we use it as a pointer, then it works. When we use pointer, then it works. It works. But as soon as we change it to array, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. The reason is because it is comparing here address. This is key. This key is comparing actually not the string. It is not comparing the string to find this element. It is comparing the address, okay? So in case of this literal string Alice and Barry, these are allocated literal strings. Literal strings are allocated at the data segment or code segment. So they last until program is unloaded. So when we use for pointer like this literal string is recorded, allocated in data segment of the program. So this address and this address are actually memory address are actually the same. But once we change it to array, each address becomes different. Okay, this address and this address becomes different. So and and, and if it works but it's not as memory this, if it seems to be working, but we can change it more advanced one like this. Now constant character AP new character, what's the size? I will say like this, str len Alice, I would say like this, okay, +1. We allocated AP constant character BP new character strlen. This is very 1. We also allocated dynamically. Then we copy strcpy like this AP. Then I will say size t count to 1. I will change like this. Then we can say count 1 and we copy Alice like this. Here count size t count 2 strlen very +1 is for null terminating character strcpy sbp count 2, then very like this. We need to include C string okay. Then let's build Ctrl F7 to compile. Cannot convert character pointer to argument 1. We have to change this like this. Sorry, we have to change like this. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, it compiles. Now instead of doing this, let's try this code with this one. Here we copy the A and B, then AP BP. It doesn't work. I would say sum std cout sum. Now let's run it. Okay. Now if we run it, sum doesn't work. Now let's check once again. I will restore it. Here I will also restore it. Say if we use pointer, it works. if we use array, AR, BR, PR, when we use array, it doesn't. Okay, when we are using dynamically allocated character pointer like this. We allocate memory, then we assign, we copy, we allocate, then we copy, then it doesn't work. std cout, we print ap, then bp, now let's run it once again. Say when we use this one, I will make it smaller. When we use literal string, s works. Okay, when we use pointer, this literal string as pointer, then it still works. But when we change as array like this, it doesn't work. PR doesn't work. And when you change it to pointer, dynamically allocate pointer, it doesn't work. Some doesn't work. Okay, so because it is comparing the pointer address, not the string. It is because it is comparing the pointer address, not the string. If we want to make all these to work, then we have to fix like this. If we want to make all these work, we have to fix like this. We created a function here, then we change it to like this. Declare DECL type str cmp. Then here we have to provide str cmp. Okay, I will copy. This is the original one that fails. Now this is the fixed one. Okay, now let's run it. Sorry, I will try once again. I made a stupid mistake here. Now let's try again. Now everything works. First, now everything. This is literal string. This is array literal. This is array. This is pointer. Now everything works. So in this case, if we modifying this way, this is this element or this function is now used to compare pointers, character pointers. This way we can properly put character pointer instead of character pointers as map key. Okay, so this point is very important, but this is not good enough. Okay, this is not perfect yet. Now I will make another demo that this is still not perfect. I will demonstrate another example. Now I would say std map constant character int. It is returning map demo 6. Okay. Now it returns a map std map constant character int the map. I make the map. Then we have to please note that we have to remember this. Don't forget this because we are using pointer. We have to do like this std function decl type what's the function name? strcmp now we fix. Then we have to provide strcmp like this. Please don't forget, when we use pointer we have to be especially careful about these two things. And the map we insert Alice, I would say apple 5, the map banana 10. Then here's the key cherry constant character cherry is, I would say C cherry. Okay. Now then the map C 20. Okay. Now let's test it before we return. std cout in the demo map demo 6. int sum the map apple the map banana the map cherry. We should have, I will change it to 10 20 30. The totals should be 60. std cout sum okay. If we run it, this is map demo 6. We have to return right. This is the map. No, we have to change this like this. You have to change like this. Don't forget this. Then demo 6. I will say auto M. Okay, now let's run it. Now the sum 60 is properly displayed because 10, 20, 30, the total is 60. 60 is properly displayed. Now we are doing the same thing. Now copy this text. Now I will say the map here. The map. std cout sum. Now here, let's run it. Now it doesn't. Now it doesn't work, okay? Exactly the same condition, but it works, but it doesn't, okay? I will explain the reason why. I will explain. Okay, if we change it to, instead of adding cherry, where is cherry? Instead of doing this, if we fix like this, if we change it like this, then it works. Ctrl F5, then it works, okay? But if we change like this way, inside this function, this map demo 6, inside this function it works, but outside the function doesn't. It doesn't work. I will explain the reason why. Say in C++, also in C language, all literal strings like apple, banana, they are stored in data segment or code segment. So the address of this apple, this literal string apple, and the address of this literal string banana are the same with this apple. The address of this apple is the same the address of this apple. The address of this banana is the same as the address of this banana. Okay? However, this cherry is array, and array is stored in stack memory. The address of array in a function is stored on the stack. Okay, so when this function goes out of the scope, this memory becomes invalid. Okay, this memory becomes invalid. So if we use the cherry like this memory persists, this memory lasts until program is unloaded. But the address of this C array is stored in the stack. This is local variable on the stack. When it goes out of this function, then this memory is destroyed and it becomes invalid. So this function doesn't work. This way doesn't work. And so you have to understand why this works inside the function, and why it used the literal string. When we use literal string, it works, but when we try to use local variable, it doesn't work. You have to understand the reason why. Now let's go another one. Say if it doesn't work, then we can store this string somewhere that does not get destroyed. Okay, if we can store it somewhere that does not get destroyed, then we can safely handle it. That's demo 7. Okay, map demo 7. Now I will copy this part, this head here, then like this, then I will name it demo 7. Okay, demo 7. So we need to pass to work demo 7. We need to pass a std vector std string. Okay, then vctr. We will pass one vector here. Okay, then we create string vctr. We will first clear all elements in vctr. Okay, then vctr pushback. We need to include the vector. We included the vector. Then here pushback, we are putting a string apple. We put apple here, vctr pushback banana. Okay, then vctr pushback cherry. We put strings to this vctr to this vector. Then we use this element as a key to this map. So std, we will copy this function, this data structure. I copied and pasted here the map. Don't forget str cmp. Okay, now we are adding to this the map. So vctr 0 is apple, right? Then cstr returns the character pointer actually. Then we can set 10 like this. Okay, this is apple character pointer, this address. Then the map vctr 1, this is banana, cstr 20, the map vctr 2, c string 30. Okay, we can do this. We can preserve these things safe in memory. So even if std cout, even if the map we can put apple, the map banana, the map cherry, std, and there I would say sum here. This is inside the function. Now we can return the map. Okay, this is demo 7. Use demo 7. Now we work here all the same, but we have to send a vector std vector std string str vctr. We name like this. All string data are actually addresses preserved here, so it should work. Let's try and run it. Apple, banana, cherry here. Wow, it works. Okay, so if you think it works, if you think it works, then you still have problem. You are not understanding vector. Vector, this is weird thing, okay? Say, I will not make it work here. At this point, str, bctr, okay? I say fit to shrink, shrink to fit. Then I add more element, str, bctr. I push back, James. I put another thing, str, bctr, push back, lovely, okay, str, bctr, push back, sorry, okay. Then I copy this text once again and display it once again. I would say y. I would say y, okay? Then I put y. And I put it here, y. I will run it. Y doesn't work, okay? So sum, this is the sum, okay? Sum, it works. Demo, after demo, this works. The same code sum works here. It works, but Y doesn't work. Apple, banana, cherry, but Y doesn't work. Y doesn't work. Why? That's the problem, okay? The problem is that I will show you something here. I will explain capacity. Capacity means this vector's capacity, SDR, BCTR, capacity, okay? SDD, and then please remember this. And I will put here capacity once after shrink, after adding, I will put it capacity once again here. Capacity. Okay. Now let's run it. You will see something about capacity. See, the capacity 3 means here, this comes from this point, sum 60, capacity here. Capacity 3 means this vector can save only up to three elements. This SQL vector can save up to 3 elements. If more than 3 elements, it dynamically reallocates. Okay? If SCD, BCTR, capacity, if we add more elements, then the capacity of SDD vector, then SDD vector reallocates all memory. Okay, then the previous values are still valid, but the address of each element gets changed. Okay, so you may wonder why we are storing not pointer, we are storing string. As soon as its capacity overflows, it has the vector have to reallocate it. In this case it is 3 currently, not this one. Its capacity is 3 at this point, but if we want to add more element, like this, then it have to reallocate, okay, vector should reallocate. Then string element should also reallocate. This std string has internally pointer that allocates again when if vector should reallocate. So its previous memory becomes invalid. So when we create vector like this, when we insert member elements to the map, we used a vector in the previous one, this one, elements of this one. But if it overflows the capacity, its memory becomes invalid. Okay, so all memory becomes invalid. So this doesn't work. I hope you understand. Please watch it carefully and try to understand. So this doesn't work because string reallocates. Okay, so it doesn't work. I will close and run again. I will run it again. So it doesn't work. So if we reserve enough capacity, make capacity big enough, then it will work. Okay, so we change the vector here. Vector we reserve str vctr reserve. Okay, if we change reserve, for example 100, then and we remove fit to shrink this, then let's run it. Now it works. Okay, the first is sum inside the function. Sum still works. Why works? Because capacity is 1000, it won't reallocate. Okay, so until all elements number are less than 1000, this algorithm still valid. So the problem is that in this approach there is one problem still. The problem is that how can we assure that there are only 10,000 elements, 1,000 elements? What if it's more than 1,000 elements? Then it becomes problem. Okay. Also, another thing I would like to mention is that this string is not free. String is very useful, but not free. I will say std string is very useful, but it is not free. And about this issue and advanced concept related to vector, so I will talk in next video about problems and issues related to vector and how to create all map. This is map, how to combine map and vector and character point together in next video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and please watch my next video. Thank you for watching.